Hello, Northwood fans. Week 2 of the Northwood Football Report. I'm Travis McCurdy, joined by the head coach, Leonard Haynes. And Coach, 38-7 start to the year, win at Siena Heights. Overall, you must be very satisfied with how Week 1 went.
Yeah, very satisfied how Week 1 went. I believe our guys played really well, and you always want to get off to a great start, in the first week, first game, and you want to see where you are and see some of the things you obviously need to work on, and it's great to come out with a win.
Early on, there were a little bit of jitters, especially on the offensive side, but once you guys got rolling, I mean, really, it was a complete team effort.
Yeah, our whole team, just from every aspect of the football game and every aspect of special teams, offense, defense, and I believe our guys all executed pretty well. Obviously, some things to still work on, but I was excited. Our offense had to kind of get a grasp of what they're doing defensively, and once they caught on, and we kind of got things moving.
On the offensive side, it felt like it was a really showcase of what the Woodbone offense is in both sense. Early on, you guys were really controlling the ball, controlling like 8-minute drive. But then later on, it was just big plays and touchdowns after that. So it shows your offense can be ball control and big plays.
Yeah, and that's one thing I've talked about. And Coach Zach Reitman has done a great job at mixing it up a little bit. So it's good to see. We do have some weapons, we believe, on the outside with those receivers. So we want to get the ball to them. But at the same time, we want to control the clock. We want to hold on to the ball as much as possible. And so I love what he's doing, and we just got to keep getting better.
And then defensively, really a complete dominating performance. Started up front. I thought your defensive line really played well.
Yeah, that unit, we knew coming back that would be a strong point for us. And so I was excited to see how those guys came together and put it all together on Saturday. And so we were looking for big things out of that group.
And in the defensive backfield, you had a lot of new faces, even up to the linebackers, all the way back from linebackers to the secondary. You had some new faces, but I thought particularly in pass coverage against a team that really likes to throw the ball, you guys did a really good job.
Yeah, it was very exciting to see. We do have some new faces, like you said, and, obviously you don't know sometime, and, those lights come on, how those guys will react, but I thought they answered the call really well. Back there, Dante Johnson did a fabulous job, we thought, at corner, and so we had a young man out there, Sidney McLeod. I thought he did a decent job as well, so it's all coming together back there, and, we still got a long way to go, but it's coming together.
Yeah, it all came together for a 38-7 win, great start to the year. Now let's look forward to Week 2. Week 2, long bus trip down to Missouri S&T in Rolla, Missouri. What can you tell us about the Miners?
Miners, I believe, is a very good football team. They have a seasoned quarterback. They have a very good running back, we believe. The offensive line is pretty solid from the offensive side of the ball. They're pretty stout up front defensively, and they do some good things defensively. I believe they're more of a 3-4 style type defense, and they're very athletic as well. So, it's going to be a great test for us, when we get out there in Missouri.
They lost a really close game last week against West Florida, I believe. And when you talk about a team like this, you don't know much about them. Much like last week, you don't know much about them. Again, goes back to what you've been saying all camp. This is about another game where it's about Northwood doing what Northwood does.
Yeah, if we just do what we do and everybody works together, we'll be fine. We just got to take care of what we can control, and I believe our guys are playing very good. It's a very good group of guys. Like I've talked about many times, they all have great relationships with each other. They love each other, and so it's exciting to see that how these guys are growing together and maturing together. So, and I think that helps you, as obviously going forward as you get into the thick of this conference. And so we'll see how it all unfolds.
And you guys obviously have a lot of time together. I think it's 10 hours down there at least on bus by all that, and then a long trip. But when you got good team camaraderie, those kind of trips can be a lot of fun.
Well, yeah, good trip for us. Good family trip is what I would call it. And so good time we can bond and hang out as we go down there. But at the same time, we know that it is a business trip, but it's a great time to bond and keep creating these relationships.
All right, Coach, that game is at 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock here. All the links are on GoNorthwood.com. Good luck this weekend against the Miners, and we'll talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you, and go Mad.